Sorry. I wanted to get splits, just out of curiosity. Trying to think where things get crazy. 3-2 is pretty crazy. 2-2, the last screen I utilized. One thing I actually noticed is that I didn't realize this before, that the actual TAS, there's several spots where he spawns enemies early to manipulate them a certain way or get a boost. And I didn't realize that was the case. Like, it's so subtle when you watch it, because it's just one frame that you hold left to spawn an enemy early, and that's pretty hard to catch. So the first time that happens is in 1-1, I spawned that clever early. I'm forgetting to split. Okay. Okay, so crazy trick up here, which I was trying to do by hand. I don't think it's possible to do. Ideal wall slashing is like you hold forward A and then back B, forward A, back B on alternating frames. So I spawn the bird early here so that I can kill him without getting hit, and then I climb up. So that boss kill is like not very much slower than mine, which is good. So we're only like 2.6 seconds ahead right now. It's kind of funny. There's not much different here. Just like optimizing things like this wall climbing, perfect jumps here, minimize the amount of time that I slow down. Also boosting off of that guy, which is too hard to do. You can also down slash that guy, also not worth it. He saves an up B. So 3-2 is pretty crazy. I do a totally different strat in the third room. You can not stop there. You can also go up here. I think I can actually do that faster after doing this. You can also go over that in one jump. So if you go up here, you cannot stop. You have to use a couple of up Bs. I may have been able to do it without them, but it's pretty hard. I'm not sure how I would do it. It's actually quicker to not use Crescent guy, but instead kill the green guy. And actually I kill, I spawned the green guy early there. So yeah, once we get into a lot of wall climbing, that's where we're going to save a lot of time, 12 seconds there, in addition to the other strats. Lots of wall climbing here. Act 4 took me a long time to do, 4 hours actually. Most of it was spent in 4-2. There's nothing really special here. This is pretty much the normal strat. I don't use Fire Wheel because if you're perfect you can just slash everything. So there's no stopping. That is frame perfect, I checked. You get the best jump here, which is not as late as possible as most people would think. Probably like 10 to 15 hours. No, probably more like 15 to 20. But I copied a lot of, oh yeah, this strat, this is what I was trying to do earlier. It's really hard. There's a comment I want to make there. Also there's a pixel perfect, sub-pixel perfect trick here that I couldn't get. I couldn't get on the right sub-pixel. A lot of it I just copied the strats from the current TAS, so not very much of my work is actually original. I just had to basically fix the spots where I can't hold left and right at the same time. Got to split. So there's a couple boosts and a weird thing that I found in this game. I think what happens is if you slash, you become invincible for a frame. I think that's what happens. So right there I have to slash to become invincible for 1 frame so that I get boosted a little bit higher. I actually have to do that in 4-2 as well. This is Jor's favorite stage. Not too much different here. Just perfect like stuff here. This is the spot where I was testing. You can spawn this guy earlier, and it saves a little bit of time. You can actually do that in the run. And you can, the TAS, you can actually do all this by hand. I didn't even realize it. But it's hard because if there's 1 frame that you can jump off of that platform to not get hit by Ashtar, and you have to be facing left to do it. So you can't jump on that platform and then jump, slash, and hold back. You'll always get hit. It's pretty much impossible to do by hand. So this you can do without up being there. That saves a little bit of time. Same with that. So kill most of these guys. Actually kill everything, I think. I got a little bit lazy here and got hit by a bird at the end. This boss fight took me like an hour and a half to do. It's really hard to do perfect. So the way that works, it only saves like a second. That's sad. Actually, I'll explain in a second. 7, 1, and 2 are crazy. You can look at the health. Like, this is a spot where I think I might be able to improve time if I get a little less greedy with my health. There's 1 frame where you can jump and actually clip that ladder. Also at this point I don't think I need the fire wheel. I got it because I thought I would, but I don't think I actually need it. That's the spot where I have to slash to become invincible for a frame to get up there. And the TAS uses a trick there where it can boost off that bat, but you have to go inside the wall, so I can't do that. This part is crazy. I just straight up don't get the health. This is where I had to up B a couple times to live. There's 1 frame there where you can up B and hit the crescent and the crescent guy. This part was hard to do. Jackie I do a similar trick as the Act 6 boss. You can go on and off of a platform very quickly. Basically you press left and then slash right, left slash right, left slash right repeatedly. And the way the animation works is you actually get the slash off, but you don't fall off the platform. There you go. 927 like I thought. So X7, yeah, that's where you're going to save the most time. It's crazy. Surprisingly enough, don't save much time up to Act 2. There's not much you can do there. And then once you start getting into wall climbing and other crazy stuff, you save a lot more time. Yeah, the things that I found out that were kind of weird. Those save states are good spots. I should have. No. Oops. I need to not save. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. That was my last attempts to. This is as far back as I can go without restarting it. Actually, I'll make the comment. I can explain this like this thing. So here, actually, this is a trick that we tried to do for a while, where you go over the wall here. This is what originated like the over the wall thing. You go in here, and actually, in this particular case, I don't have to grab it a second time because I can do it perfectly like this and grab onto it. Oh, actually, that thing boosts me. That might be something I should test. Try to get boosted by that projectile. Another thing too, you can notice there, I'm facing the wrong way. This is an issue I had to deal with, and something that happens in game also that you have to deal with as a player. If you're facing one way and you want to turn around, you actually have to turn around and then jump. You can't like jump and try to switch direction at the same time, otherwise you get this jump. But you can keep going fast by slashing and then holding the way you want to go, which is used in the run. That's actually why wall slashing is fast. But this something that occurs in the actual run that you have to deal with sometimes. You can counteract it by slashing, but it's hard to do. You have to slash the first frame after you jump. Oh yeah, and this thing here too. It took me ages to actually figure out. There's like one frame and you have to be set up perfectly where you can grab this ladder. It's really hard to do. And then up here I'll explain the slash thing that I don't think it changes your hitbox. That's what I thought initially. I think, so notice, look at my D-pad down here. I'm gonna hold right about here. Or no, I think I run for a little bit. And I hold right there. Okay. What this is gonna do is it's gonna spawn the spitter on the left much earlier than he normally does. Okay, so there he is, jump slash. Okay, and you're gonna notice that I'm gonna slash here. So I jump on the last possible frame and slash. Okay, if I don't slash there, I don't get up. This like completely boggled my mind when I was trying to do this. Like I said, I think what happens when you slash, you gain an invincibility frame. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I have a hitbox viewer for this, but it's kind of buggy, so it didn't really tell me much. Yeah, that gives you the invincibility, so that I think you just get one more frame invincibility so that you're like a couple pixels higher and you actually get up there. I think X7 is the most interesting by far. That's the same thing I was talking about down there. Yeah, this part right here. This is crazy because if I up B like any frame earlier, then the crescent kills me. If I up B any frame later, it doesn't push this guy off. So it was actually really hard to find a spot there where I could do that. And I up B there to get, actually I think it's just to kill the bird. This part was also really hard to do. I had to figure out a creative way to not get hit because I have 1 health. So there's like pretty much one frame where I can jump and clear this guy and not get hit by the crescent. Or sorry, I can slash the crescent and clear him. And then I have to press back to spawn the skeleton early so that I can jump and clear him. And then I get the health. So like I said, maybe in 7-1 I could be more conservative with my health and speed this up. I didn't realize it was going to be an issue. Okay, so here's that trick where you can go off the platform and back on. So left, B, right. That's what I do. And in the beginning, I have some neutral frames where I'm just sitting on the platform. That's because if I do it too fast, my clones like start inching downward and his hitbox doesn't get hit. So the first few, like, I slow down, and now I just go ham. I go left, B, right, left, B, right. I'm still going neutral. Where do I go ham? Here. Left, B, right, left, B, right, left, B, right. So every third frame I do a damage to Jackio this way. As I go off the platform, it resets my animation. I press B. It takes a frame, like 2 frames to actually like recognize my animation switching again, which is exactly how many you need to throw a slash out there. And this is faster because, well, I have that platform to take advantage of, and I have so much ninpo here that I can just destroy these final 2 forms. And here, gather all my guys together. Jump, up B. This is the last frame you can up B before it doesn't shoot out. And you just kill the guy really fast. Okay. Is there anything else I want to say? I don't think so. That's pretty much all I wanted to show. I don't really want to play right now. Not sure if I'll play tomorrow. Probably should. But in any case, I just wanted to show this off. So yeah, the final time is 9:27. So that's how fast we can beat this game. And I think you can probably cut a second or 2 off of that. I got much better at tassing toward the end of this. I was a little bit sloppy in the beginning. So I might go through and do this again in a task editor this time and do it better. We'll see. Okay, so where should we go? If you want to go somewhere. Oops. I just killed